The weather is getting warmer, and that unfortunately means brown tail moth season is upon us. Northern Light Health says they're seeing an influx of patients with symptoms caused by the caterpillar's hairs. Brown tail moth season lasts from mid-April to mid-October. Northern Light is selling kits at their pharmacies to treat rashes. They're also advising the public to cover exposed skin, regularly wash clothes and bedding, and to avoid high-risk areas. There are instances where people should seek additional care.
If you've started to treat yourself with over-the-counter products and you're not seeing any relief, pretty quickly, you would want to see your provider. If you have any trouble breathing, shortness of breath, any really unusual swelling, you would want to see your provider.
Northern Light says anyone seeking additional information on brown tail moths or treatments can stop by one of their pharmacies.